Good evening, friends. Thank you for stopping in to the Mimi's Hope channel. I am Mimi, and I wanted to take a moment to glean a little bit from the reading I've been doing in the Old Testament. I'm going to be referencing Genesis chapter 35. I don't know if you want to turn there in your Bible or not, but this is just going to be a short video. In Genesis chapter 35, you would read about Jacob's daughter Dinah. So Jacob had many sons, but he had this one daughter that came along, Dinah, who apparently was a lovely woman. And she was raped. Now, rape is obviously a tragic, tragic crime. Um, this was followed by her brothers taking revenge for that tragedy. They were upset because Jacob had not done anything yet about his daughter being raped. And the brothers were very angry. And they took things into their own hands and they killed the young man that raped Dinah. Jacob became angry with his sons because his sons once again took the revenge in their own hands and committed murder. So I'm going to read Genesis 35, and this is going to be 1 through 5. Then God said to Jacob, "Get ready to move to Bethel and settle there. Build an altar there to God who appeared to you when you fled from your brother Esau." So Jacob told everyone in his household, "Get rid of all your pagan idols and purify yourselves and put on clean clothing. We are now going to Bethel, where I will build an altar to God who answered my prayers when I was in distress. He has been with me wherever I have gone." So they gave Jacob all their pagan idols and earrings, and he buried them under the great tree near Shechem. As they set out, a great terror from God spread over the people in all of the towns of that area, so no one attacked Jacob's family. Okay, and we know that God was with Jacob. God loved Jacob. Okay. Now, what's sad when you read these scriptures is Jacob's household had descended from Abraham and yet had idols. Let's think about that. It's like history repeating itself over and over and over again. Here they're descending from these great men of the Bible and they had idols again. And you have to wonder, how does this happen, right? How easy it is for us humans to slip back into sin. Have you thought about that even in your own life? We fall away too easily into the influence of the culture that we live in. To follow God, we have to get rid ourselves of idols. In Jacob's day, earrings were often worn as good luck charms to ward off evil. That's why he asked for the earrings. Did you ever realize that? That the earrings were thought to ward off evil? And it seems like everything somehow has pagan influence. So he wanted them to give up their earrings. An idol isn't necessarily a physical object, it is anything you put before God. Anything you put before God becomes an idol on your heart. Get rid of the idols in your heart and your life. Choose to live in your community without being influenced by the evil culture. Put God first. Now, what this story was telling us is that all of these people were affected because they still kept those idols in their lives. And that was what also brought tragedy into their lives. God said, "Put the idols away." Jacob told them, "Put your idols away." We have to turn our hearts to God. And think about it. What do you have in your house that may be a pagan influence? Do you have movies from Hollywood that dishonor God or take his name in vain? Do you have pornography? Do you look at pornography on your phone? Or things that disgrace God? Do you have money as an idol? Is Facebook your idol? Do you spend more time looking at everything going on in there than you do thinking or spending time with God? We have to look at everything in our lives that will also bring tragedy into our lives if we aren't honoring God or spending enough time with Him. So I'm just asking you this tonight, especially in these times we're living in, because we are bombarded with pagan influences. Put God first, especially in these last times. Get rid of anything that could bring any evil influence into your life. I say this because I care. God bless you, my friends. Have a wonderful evening. I really mean that. Good night.